Look at this sucky baby.
Ah, sucky baby.
She had a tummy ache today.
She did. She didn't want to eat breakfast, but she ate some peanut butter.
Yeah.
So it's the kind of moms we are, apparently.
Mm-hmm. And then there's this other sucky baby.
There he is. He's sad because it's waning.
It's waning out.
Okay.
So, we're almost at 32 weeks.
Yeah.
So she's killing me.
Can't even be my own vlog.
Stupid paw. All right.
Okay. So you're 31 weeks pregnant.
32 on Friday. Yeah.
Chelsey always rounds it up. She's like, it's the 32 on Friday. I'm like, it's Tuesday.
Baby is big. I think we're allowed to round up at this point.
Well, baby is big. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how baby is big.
Baby's big.
So, last we left off with an actual update. We showed the baby shower, which you can check out. But last we left off with an actual update, we were talking about your glucose test.
Sorry, I'm sniffly, guys. It's cold.
I think when you're pregnant, you're just like consistently sick.
I'm always congested these days.
Yeah.
Fun.
What is my hair doing today? Honestly.
Looking cute.
Good thing it's a snow day. I'm not ready for the public. So we had the glucose test, and the results were a little different than we originally thought they were.
Yeah. So essentially, I forgot that we didn't tell them this. I passed by lab standards, did not pass by, I think I mentioned it on Instagram, didn't pass by our midwife standards.
Yeah.
So I still had to get the glucometer. We'll probably do like a little clip of me
show and
using
tell.
it. Yeah. All right, so let's test my blood. If it is super high, I'm not going to show you guys.
Failure.
What have you done?
I'm sorry. Wipe your fingy.
I'll do my thumb. Hey, Rosie.
So you have to use the alcohol wipe because you could have sugar on your fingers. Like if you're cutting fruit or just even touching certain things, it can affect your blood sugar.
Right, Rosie? Right? Are you my helper?
Well, don't let her lick your thumb. That'll
She already
defeat
touched
the
it with her
purpose.
nose. Can you wipe it again?
Oh my god. Failure.
There we go. They suggested not to do it on the pads of your fingers because that hurts more, but to do it on the sides. I'm going to be real with you, it stings a little bit, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's whatever. You want to show them how you can dial the needle?
Yeah, so depending on what number you put it on, it's like how much the needle pops out.
Yeah,
So-
the size of the needle coming out, basically.
Chelsea's sweet spot is a 3. I think it goes up to 7?
I think so.
7.
I do not want to know about 7.
Feels like it would hurt. I did it once.
You did the 7 ones?
No, like
Oh.
I did the test once.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that hurts. It hurts more than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. And you just, I mean, we're all used to needles, right?
Yeah.
At this point.
True. Okay.
I jolted on that one a little.
It's because I'm doing it. You usually do it. There we go. Is it enough blood? Yeah, it is.
It's just a little pinprick.
And then you kind of just put the little stripey into the blood so it fills up.
Show us the...
And countdown.
Yeah.
Look at that perfect blood
Perfect.
sugar. So
Perfect.
good.
We should warn them that there's blood in this video, just in case.
Yeah. Trigger warning. And that is how it's done.
Yay!
And then you get to use your sharps container whenever you have to change the little lancet. So, you know,
All
we
coming
thought we
together.
were done with our sharps container, but we were wrong.
We were so wrong. And then it connects, so it's already connected via Bluetooth to my phone.
Via Bluetooth.
Hi. Hey. You're cute. You're cute. Okay. I take it 4 times a day. And like 90% of my reads are perfect. They're all within where they're supposed to be. My fasting numbers are perfect. So, you know, it's a little bit of like, did I really need to do this? Can I help you? And, you know, I guess better safe than sorry. Your insulin resistance gets worse.
Yeah.
As you get more and more pregnant.
I wonder if it's more that they were just like, with your current numbers, we'll just know that you've been past the test in like 3 weeks, so you might as well just start tracking now.
And it's fine. So I haven't had to go on insulin. I've been being able to control everything with diet and exercise.
So let's rewind back a little and like tell the story in order. So we went to the midwife appointment. They've said, well, okay, you the lab says you passed. We don't go by those rules. And so we're sending you to the hospital, to the diabetes clinic. We thought it was an appointment. It was a class.
It was a class to teach me how to
with
eat food.
other couples.
What?
What on earth are you doing, young lady? Honestly. So we went. We got the little booklet. We got the
Glucometer. I think.
Chelsey always makes fun of me because I think I pronounce it a different way.
Glucometer. Glucosometer. Glucosemeter.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, to be honest.
And then we like used it for the first time with them, like making sure we did it right. They basically sent us on our way. When we went back to the midwife 2 weeks later, she said that if your ratings, if 25% or more of your readings were high, then we had to go back to the diabetes clinic to be assessed for like whether or not you need more intervention like insulin.
Yeah, and I doubt that that's going to end up happening.
Close to that.
I think if it ends up happening, it'll happen in like the last 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. And honestly, at that point, I don't even know.
What are we preventing at that point? Besides, well, I guess the baby's
blood sugar being off.
Blood sugar being off, which we don't want.
We did all that. Your readings like have been, you've had a few low readings.
A few like hyperglycemic readings, which were unusual.
And she had to like go have sugar.
Yeah. A couple high readings, but high readings that weren't like skyrocketed, more just like slightly tipped over the high. Yeah. So it was more about like trial and error about what works for me and what doesn't. I can't have pasta really.
But she can have ice cream. So like, go figure.
Go figure. I think it's different. Everyone just processes things differently. Yeah. I can have, remember I had the pasta.
Yeah, the mac and cheese from
That mac and cheese from Goodness Me.
It was really good.
It was real good.
Okay, so it was pre-baby freezer fill-up.
Yeah.
And then you went for the growth ultrasound.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't go to.
She was a sad camper.
I had to go work instead.
And they left me. I'm this big old pregnant lady now, and they just left me on the bed when it was done. And we're like, okay, bye. And I was like turtled on the bed.
And like Nugget's growth on the anatomy scan ultrasound.
Yeah.
Was in like very, very high percentile. What was it?
97th percentile. Big old baby.
So little Nugget slowed down a bit. It was only
back down to the 87th percentile, I think.
No, it was 85th.
85th percentile.
I'm pretty
It's even
sure.
better. It's in that area.
85 to 87 percentile, which is better. Oh my god.
This is ludicrous.
And our midwife commented, it was hilarious, but she was like, that's a very long femur measurement. We were like, what?
You have a very long baby.
We might end up having to go with induction.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't do it earlier than 39 weeks.
And we wouldn't let them do it earlier than 39 weeks, I don't think, unless there was something really, really wrong.
Yeah, I mean, our midwife said that, like, that wasn't likely to happen anyways.
Yeah.
But, because they like to do it no earlier than 39 weeks, and we were like, good, because we wouldn't let you.
Yeah, I'd put my foot down about that.
I mean, there's circumstances where it's necessary, but if it's not necessary, then don't
Ultimately,
do it.
and we've been creating our birth plan, too.
Yeah.
Everything has an asterisk of unless it's medically necessary. We're not going to push back if the baby's in distress or if I'm in distress.
Yeah, you don't want to tie someone's hands so that you're making bad medical decisions.
Yeah, no.
But some medical decisions are also made, how shall I say this, for the ease and comfort of those working in the medical system.
Yeah.
As opposed to the best
Case in point,
interests of mom and baby.
Case in point, how they have a lot of people give birth, which is to say that they have them do it on their backs. That's the commonality. It's easiest for the doctor, but it's not easiest for the parent or the baby.
Well, think about it. You're just working against gravity.
With the way that the pelvis is tilted, it doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense to squat or to kneel or to whatever and let gravity kind of help, which is my hopeful plan. Oh, big size.
This girl would like a natural birth.
And again, I'm not precluding the possibility that I'll get like 50 hours into labor and be like, I can't do it.
I think that would be most people, 50 hours into labor.
Yeah. And I want to be open to that and also know that I have alternatives to pain relief, which we're going to try and explore.
Yeah.
Again, this may be a mood issue, right? It could happen so fast that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Or I could need intervention. Yeah.
Who knows?
You just don't know.
But going back to the induction thing, we have another ultrasound right at the end of March I think the last couple days of March, to measure the growth of the baby again.
Yep.
And
then they'll make their decisions.
That's going to be, well, they will make the decision with us. That's the thing you have to remember about healthcare is that, like, when people are like, oh, you should do this, you always have the right to be like, I want more information.
Be your own
no,
biggest
I don't
advocate.
want to do that.
Yeah.
Or I'd like to do that maybe we'll do an induce earlier, but I want to push it to this day.
What have we been calling it? Informed?
It's informed consent.
Informed
You
consent.
need to have fully informed consent. Yep. So, that's our plan right now.
Yep.
Everything like right now has this like asterisk after it where we're just like, if that ends up being how it all works out. But I think it's still good because everyone's like, well, you don't want to be too married to a plan. I'm like, well,
and
you have to have a bit of a plan.
We have to have a little bit of a plan. I think we're doing a good job of being like, if this happens, we want this to happen. But if this happens, we want this to happen. And knowing you can't really plan birth. Not really.
It's nice to have all these experiences that we've seen on, like, YouTube. Because I think that a lot of times, like I don't know the birth stories of most of the people that I know in person. Like, I know a few of them.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not something people always talk about.
Or want to talk about necessarily.
Or want to talk about. But, like, it's also like, well, if you don't know what other people have had happen to them, how are you supposed to know what some of the scenarios are like?
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to go online and get some, like, real information about how actual, like, other people have experienced things or who have done things. So you're feeling pretty good about the gestational diabetes stuff now. Mm-hmm. Anything else going on with Nugget in week 31?
Nugget is a groover, like a mover and a groover lately. So what'll happen is Nugget will have maybe 1 to 3 days where they're very, very quiet. You know, I'll get little tip-a-taps and the odd little movement, but it's like almost kind of lazy and slow. And then the rest of the time, they are just going gangbusters and they are rolling around. And Caitlin's making a sad face because she very often doesn't catch Nugget.
Oh, she'll just be like, well, come feel. And by the time I get there...
That's precisely. Nugget is very shy.
Hand on the belly, it's just like, no.
I've noticed Nugget doesn't like any, like, pressure. Exterior pressure. Mm-hmm. So any ultrasound, any like, what's the thing? The heart?
Doppler.
Doppler. If I put my hand on to try and feel the baby, like, Nugget is not about that. Not about that lifestyle.
No. That's okay.
That's all right.
They'll be here soon. Mm-hmm. Before we know it.
Plenty of cuddles then. But yeah, they're very, it's a lot less kicking. Mm-hmm. Or punching or whatever, and a lot more rolling. Like a lot of like full body rolls, which is funny. That always makes me giggle. I get a lot of hiccups at night too.
Yeah, that's been like a newer addition. It's
especially if they've been spending the whole day really active and then have a spurt of activity at night and then suddenly we'll get the hiccups, which I think is so funny.
It was funny.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, we're doing good.
Pretty status quo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got lots to do still. Lots to buy.
Yeah.
Knowingly. Just feels like every time you're like, okay, we got a lot of stuff. Then you're like, oh, wait, what about this thing? Oh, wait, shoot, what about this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, shoot. Now, ultimately, all you need is like a boob, a box, and a car seat. Somewhere for baby to sleep. Somewhere for baby to eat. Something for baby to eat. Some restaurant. I mean, same thing. Somewhere, the boob. Something, the boob. And a safe way to get them home from the hospital. That being said, having the other stuff sure makes life easier.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Got an Amazon wish list going.
We sure do.
And we will be placing a large order soon.
Oh, side note. I think we went through and scrubbed it all already, but we've had a few people try to send us some things lately, and our P.O. box is not working.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to try and go in and figure that out. Until then, just don't send us anything to the P.O. box.
Yes.
We don't know what's going on.
We won't get it.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with that. But thank you.
For the thought and the effort. Yeah. We're sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we've just... a few things have gone by the wayside. It's been a very busy month. We are pre-recording this because we are going to a wedding this weekend. Yeah. And so we're just going to be completely busy the rest of the week. I'm covering for other people at work. And so it's just really, really, really
preparing
busy.
for a conference at work that I can't go to. Poor me. Poor me.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Wait, do you know how big Nugget is this week?
The size of a Chihuahua.
The size of a Chihuahua. I remember you told me it.
It's a Chihuahua and a honeydew melon, I think.
Yeah. She has like the food app one and then a hilarious app one.
Yeah.
So Nugget is the size of a Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua.
31 weeks.
It's going so fast. And yet so slow. I was remarking to Caitlin the other day, I was like, I feel like I've spent so much time pregnant. Like we were thinking back on the trip we went on when I was like, what, 12 weeks? Yeah. It was our anniversary trip. And I was like, I can't believe I was pregnant then because it feels like forever ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
It feels like you've been pregnant, like it's going so fast. And also that you've been pregnant forever. And I don't know how both of those things are true.
I don't know.
But they are.
But they are.
We did it 2 weeks in a row. I can't claim that yet.
No, we'll see. We'll see when this gets edited.
But if it does, that's 2 week bump dates in a row. And that's better than we managed to do so far. So, Rosie, can you wrap it up? Can you tell the vlog? And no, you're just gonna sleep.
Maybe Friar will wrap it up. Friar.
Hi.
You want to wrap it up? No. You're all just sleeping.
All right. Well, see you in week 32.
Bye.